Coach, undefeated in conference play so far. First off, you get to play at home for the first time this season. How much are your players looking forward to not having to get on a bus and go somewhere?
They're super excited. I mean, they're really looking forward to having some fans in the stands cheer for them. Really, I mean, we've had a pretty good, decent following to a lot of our games, but there's nothing like White Auditorium and our home crowd, and I know our players are really excited, looking forward to that.
Well, you're undefeated in conference play so far. As you look at the first 3 conference games your team has played, what kind of stands out? Where do you feel like your team has been able to gain the advantage?
I think we've just done what was required to probably win the game. So we haven't just been great in any one thing. We've just kind of been good at a lot of different things, and we just kind of found ways to win a couple of those games. So I think the biggest thing for us is offensively we have to just continue to keep getting better. We just have not shot the basketball well from the perimeter so far, and for us to be able to get to where we want to as a team, we're going to have to start doing that better. That being said, I think defensively we've done a good job. We've been able to get extra possessions by forcing turnovers and get some offensive rebounds, and those have been key for us. And we've been pretty good from the free throw line. Outside of I think one game we were like 16 to 26. Other than that, I think we've been pretty solid there, and that's been key.
What about Northwest Missouri State? What challenges do they offer you girls?
They're a very experienced basketball team. They have a lot of players back. They're very well coached. They beat us twice a year ago. So their players have had some success in White Auditorium, winning there for like the first time since like 2010 or 2011. So, I know they'll come in here with some confidence. They just won on Tuesday night to kind of get, the sour taste out of their mouth from losing, their first 4 conference games. But that being said, they played 4 really good teams just to open up conference season, at Pitt, at Southern, and Hayes and Kearney. And so I think they'll be very motivated to come in here and play well. We're going to have to be really prepared for them because they'll be prepared for us.
Coach, have you noticed the number of transfers that you've had? They have a couple games within the conference under the belt. So how do you see them adjusting to the conference play so far?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of been up and down a little bit. Honestly, they haven't really found their groove yet, so to speak. I think Mary Lakes is definitely coming around for us. I mean, she's somebody that's playing better all the time. I think that's been very key is as she continues to get better in the middle for us, we'll get better as a basketball team because she just provides some size and does some things inside that other people can't. And then I think, Elena Hartman's been better for us too this last week. That's been very key for us. And those two have really helped, with their improving their play. Treasure and Vic have been solid all along. So, we need Vic, we need Katie to come along, and our freshmen have contributed at times, and that's probably like the biggest thing that we're kind of missing right now a little bit offensively.
Just to, I think, 7-8 wins right now where you stand, just with not really playing your best basketball. What does that say about the potential ceiling of this team?
Well, I think it's very high. I think it just says that we have a lot of players that are very connected right now, especially off the floor chemistry-wise, and on the floor connected defensively. That's been our biggest thing. If you go look at the numbers from a year ago to this year and what we've done defensively, it's been a massive improvement. So we're going to have to continue to hopefully that being our staple for where we can kind of set the tone for how our games are going to go, and then gradually our offense hopefully just starts progressing and getting better.
Was there anything to just scheduling out? That's your call. Early call the away games early on, or you just look at that way?
Yeah, it just it worked out that way. The MIAA was very, very gracious in giving us 3 straight road games to start the year. I wasn't really prepared for that when the schedule came out, and we'd already scheduled all the other non-conference games. So that kind of threw a wrinkle in the whole thing. Lindenwood going Division I threw a wrinkle in it because they were supposed to return a game to us here, so we lost a home game there. And so the way it worked out, we just had to go on the road. And it's been good though. I mean, we've been able to bond as a group and kind of gel as a team and really come together. And I'm proud of what our team's done so far.
How excited are you to finally be home?
Elated. I mean, our whole team's very, very elated. I mean, we're all looking forward to finally being able to play in our own gym. We've been down there as much as possible, so it's obviously won't be foreign to us going in there. But we're excited about it. We're excited to have some fans in the stands, cheering for us, and look forward to hopefully put on a good show and playing some good basketball. Yep.
Laney.
Hey, Coach Wynn, how's it going?
Hey, good.
All right, so you guys have won games by a lot, and then just this past weekend you were down by quite a bit, and then still managed to get ahead and win. Just what is it about your teams where they're always able to come through with a lead?
Yeah, I really feel like this weekend, I mean, I kind of feel like the road finally caught up with us a little bit. I just felt like, that many games in a row on the road and the travel and those kind of things, we just may not have had the same little spark that that we've normally had, it seems like so far, going into it. But thankfully, I mean, our group kind of is able to kind of find their way a little bit and, kind of buckle down and, some different lineup changes at different times. And I think our press has been very good at generating some offense and some energy for us. And that was something that probably turned the tide for us this weekend was our press and giving us some extra possessions that way. And so I just think that they've just kind of found a way to win. It hasn't been pretty by any means, but I think whenever you have a team that's able just to do those kind of things, and you have a chance to be the mark of a good team when you can win when you don't play your best, and we've just been able to kind of find ways to get through right here.
Yeah, all right, that's all I have to add. Thank
Yep.
you.
Katie.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Hey, great.
All right, so obviously you guys have yet to lose a game in conference play. When that's a stat that you guys have in your minds, does it add any pressure to your players going into more conference games?
Honestly, I really don't. I mean, at this point, early right now, I don't really feel that at all. I think like the MIAA's 22 game season, and so it's there's still 19 more of these games left, and we all know that there's there's very difficult games along the way, and it's going to be very difficult for anybody to run the table, and go undefeated in this league because the women's basketball side is so good right now and so many good players and coaches and teams. And so I think for us, just taking it one game at a time, and if we continue to win games and the pressure mounts and stuff like that, then maybe a little bit later on. But I think right now our team's just kind of honestly just focused on trying to get through 2 games and going home for Christmas.
That's all I got, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, first off, 3-0 to start conference play. Right now, you're 7-1 on the season. How much fun are you guys having?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Everything's fun when you're winning, so that helps a lot, and it's a great start to conference, and have a couple big games this weekend that we look to take home some wins.
Last week on the road, have to come from behind to win those games. What do you feel like you guys learned about yourselves from those 2 games?
Yeah, the past 2 games, like the opponents have come out with a hot start, shooting the ball real well, and us getting down, I think 15-2 at Northeastern, we fought back and got the lead at halftime, and so that really shows just a lot of fight and grit and resilience that our team has.
You're going to be playing at White Auditorium for the first time. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, me along with some of the other girls, we've never played there, and so we're really excited just to kind of get the home atmosphere and have the community surrounding us, so we're really excited.
Have Northwest Missouri State. What have you guys learned about them? What challenges might they offer you guys?
Yeah, we started scouting yesterday, and don't want to reveal too much, but we just know we're going to have to come out and play really well. They're a high-energy team and really good defensively, so we're just going to have to come out and execute on offense and do what we need to do. Yeah.
If you being one of the transfers that you're kind of new, you've gotten your first taste of conference play the last couple games. What have you kind of seen that the level of competition is going to be like in this conference?
Yeah, this conference is tough, and I knew that coming in. The MIAA, some really good basketball, really high-level basketball, and so no matter what team, I think a couple of teams we've played, haven't really won a conference game yet, but they're still giving us a big fight, and then we're going to have to battle throughout every game that we play in this conference, and so that's helped a lot to kind of see every single night's going to be a dog fight, and we're going to have to bring our best.
Being on the road as often as you were early on in the season, do you kind of use that time to bond as a team, or just kind of what was all those road trips kind of like as a team?
Yeah, we haven't been home yet, so all the road trips are really fun, and we blast some music on the bus on the way home, after wins and stuff. So it's been fun to just get to room with different girls and get to know each other on a deeper level, but also just bond together as a team on the bus or in the locker room and things like that.
I guess, but how excited are you to finally be able to play at home for the first time?
Yeah, really excited again. Several of us have never played there, never played a game there, and so I'm excited to just have the home atmosphere and the community around us and just see what it's like to be a Lady Hornet at home.
Lady.
Hey, Faith, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you guys have led games by a lot, and this past weekend you were down by a bit, but then came back, ended up winning. Just how is this team able to do it all, to jump out to big leads and to also come
Yeah, some nights, we've struggled making shots like every team does, and so our defense has traveled really well throughout the year, and so that's really good to see because defense can always pick you up, when you're struggling offensively to make shots, and so that's really good to know that, like, if we are struggling offensively, that, like, our defense will be there and can help create some offense for us.
Yeah, all right, that's all I had to add, so thanks.
Thanks.
Katie?
Hey Faith, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. So when you guys have yet to lose a conference game, does it kind of add any pressure to you? Does it light an extra fire and you kind of keep that going when it's early in the season like this?
Yeah, like Coach Wynn has talked to us, like the best wins are road wins, and we've done that so far in conference. And like if we want to win a conference championship in the MIAA, like we're gonna have to win games on the road. But also like we got to take care of business at home, and this weekend we finally get a chance to do that. So we're excited to kind of show everyone what we can do at home.
Well, that's all I got. Thanks.
What's the
Thank you.
memory of the road trip? You've been on the road trip. What's one thing you can tell us that you really enjoyed more than anything else?
Oh man. Oh, there's been so much. I'm just trying to think back because we've been on the road literally the whole entire time. Probably the music. The past couple games like that we've won on the bus have just been bumping, and it's been super loud. And sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to sleep. But then like towards the last like 20 minutes of the road, it's fun, and we're all just up singing, dancing, just like messing around, just bonding together as a team, and like enjoying the road wins, and just excited to be back home too at the end of the ride.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.